this fiscal conservative message that the Republicans have been sending for so many years is just not true. And I want to give you a couple of examples of what I'm dealing with in Howard County right now. Give another hand to all these candidates, because regardless of who wins, I think that we've shown that we're all aligned and that we're going to carry each other's banners so that we can make a big impact in November. So thank you, everybody. My name is Nate Stout, and I am running for the Indiana House District 38. That's all of Tipton County, Western Howard County, Carroll, Cass, Clinton, Tippecanoe. It takes a pretty good chunk of area to get to the number of people that are in the district. But I started getting involved or interested in politics a long time ago. In 2003, when we were blowing up Iraq, I was thinking, wait a minute, I thought we were going to go after Osama bin Laden. And so I started to think more about the core beliefs that I was, brought up in. It was almost like you were a Republican or nothing. And I think that we are at a pivotal moment in our history at the state level. People are now understanding how important state policy is to the success of the local cities and counties. They set everything up, from what our schools spend money on to how much they're allowed to pay teachers. We have turned a lot of the institutions that made my life possible, we've turned them into competition. Tipton High School no longer has teachers who come to a place like Tipton and put in roots. They know that that's a 3 to 4 year school, so that they can then go to Noblesville and make a little bit more money. Again, I'm seeing all these things happen, and I knew that someone had to do something, especially in these rural districts, because I'm kind of a unique person. I'm a deer hunter, I'm a golfer, I'm a capitalist with some controls and regulation. I believe in the free market, I believe in entrepreneurship, but this fiscal conservative message that the Republicans have been sending for so many years is just not true. And I want to give you a couple of examples of what I'm dealing with in Howard County right now. Number one, I want to say thanks to everybody who showed up in Howard County to fight alongside the steelworkers who were locked out of their contract at NIPSCO, or they're bailing on contract negotiations right now. Meanwhile, the CEO of NIPSCO makes $13 million in annual compensation all said and done. His base salary is a little over $1 million a year. Now, I've been in business my whole career. I've worked for some great companies, Callaway Golf, Johnson Outdoors. I've spent other people's money for a living with the intent to grow the business for my company. I've always had to have a plan with that money. I've always had to answer questions as to why does it cost that much? So why do we pay the CEO of Monopoly $13 million a year? What value is he adding to Hoosiers? You look at the teachers, the school choice program, shrouded in opportunity, has turned into a free-for-all for subsidized private education. That's not very fiscally conservative in my opinion. And lastly, Howard County is building a new jail. The reason we're building a new jail is because the one that we have they didn't take care of, and it's going to cost $132 million to build. Do you know why it's going to cost $132 million? Because there's 3 companies that build jails. Do you think that they're going to do the best to give everyone a fair shake at that contract? No. I want local work. I want local representatives to ask questions as to why these things cost what they cost. Because my job is to be responsible with your tax dollars, and I think I have a unique ability to do that. I'm a dad. I have 2 kids. I have an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, and I'm optimistic for their future based on their hearts. But it's going to take some adults getting involved and pushing it back against the system that we've seen build over the last 16 years, and I think I'm the right guy to do that. So I hope, I think I'm going to win this primary. But I got stung by the microphone. But we're going to be busy this spring. Obviously, we're going to be canvassing alongside. I think we have a great batch of candidates in all of these races. But when it comes time to turn our sights on November, we really need to give it all. I tell my team we don't want any bullets left in the gun. So whether it's canvassing, phone banking, ideas for hosting a fundraiser, we will all take whatever you're willing to give. And as always, thanks for listening. If you you want more information, go to dadefor38.com. Thank you.
And just like that, I'm back to